Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Mad Shad. I've got a concept for you guys. Last night we were on a van life with Gina, with Prepper Tribe, and the whole idea of the cachet came up, you know? And I'm doing this now, is having this idea of like having a cachet in areas, in states. I'm doing this now. And I think I hinted on it before. It's very simple. Very simple indeed. Have a network of storage units all across the country. Every state, whatever. And have one key. Very simple. Climate controlled. Access codes to that area to that building will be different, sure. But one key, one lock. It's very secure. You know, I pay $100 for a 10 by 10, which is 100 square feet, and I've got that damn thing jam packed full of stuff. I've got nearly I'd say about a year and a half worth of food and water and stuff like that in it, and that doesn't even touch. I could put more in there. I could stack it all the way up to the rafters. It's 10 by 10, you know. So, and plus it's like 12 feet tall. So you know, I got a bunch of junk in there and furniture and shit like that. And we've seen this in movies. We've seen this in movies too. Everybody's got this storage unit they go to, and they open it up, and it's, you know, boom, 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 lights and guns and all that, and you know, weaponry. But as for like, what if you just had food and water, medical supplies, you know, gasoline and stuff like that. Like I said before, there is rodents that you have to think about, and you can rodent proof your preps. You know, put them in containers. You know, and if you had to travel across country, you could just go from cachet point to cachet point. It's very secure. It's very private. Nobody knows what the fuck, who you are. Nobody cares. You know, you have an access code, and you have got a key. And you come and go as you please. Some are 24 hours. Mine's 24 hours. I thought about it because I like, you know, I might need something from there. I was thinking about I might need something specific. So I was thinking, well, I'd have to mail the key to my friend in South Carolina. He would have to go to the storage unit, and, you know, boom, there you go. I just text him the access code to the door, to the facility. He goes in, he opens it up, he does his thing, and he's gone. You know, locks it up, and he's gone. So that is very simple, very doable. It cost me $100 a month, and that's inside climate control. You can get them cheaper than that. You know what I mean? You can get them a lot cheaper than that. Outside units are even cheaper. Smaller units are even cheaper. So, you know, the cachet thing is it's more secure. It's a lot better than going out in the middle of nowhere, digging a hole and putting your stuff in the ground. You know, we have the technology. I can get in there anytime I wish, regardless of what's going on. I mean, if shit happened right now, I could hit the storage unit. I could have a storage unit here, which, you know, I like to have. And throughout my life, I have utilized storage units. You know, if I was facing moving, or I was in transition from one place to the next, and I had to be out of my domicile at a certain time, I would take all my shit and put it in storage, and there you go. Boom. Simple. You know, and it only requires that you secure your things for privacy from prying eyes. You know, you're bringing in cases of guns. Yeah, people are gonna be like, So you can steal and camouflage that, that and ammo. I mean, you know, I got a lot of ammo and stuff there as well. So, and you could have grab bags and. If you really needed to have like a sense of security, have somebody go there, have somebody with a key, and you show up in the area, you call or text, say, hey, I'm in South Carolina, I need food and water. Okay. I text my friend, he shows up at 9 o'clock, and you guys meet and greet, and boom, you're in, out. You're in, you grab the stuff, and you're out. I mean, it's very simple. Very simple stuff. Yeah, it costs money, but so does everything. And as preppers, we have to have money on hand. We all pay, you know, we pay more money in freaking, you know, internet, insurance. And this is just another sense of security and insurance and prep, especially, you know, with friends and family. I'm pretty sure all of us have, you know, some type of, you know, disposable income, and this could be it. And you could also charge. Hey, you want to be part of the network? Well, there's a fee, you know, just for, you know, maintenance and upkeep, and then of course donations. We could all donate, you know. I mean, Dusty Data gave me a bunch of Mountain House. I can throw that in a bag and throw it in the storage unit, and there you go. I've got food for 25 years. You know, and I can add to that, and other people can add to that. So that's an idea. I mean, if you really want to think about it, you know, having this whole prepper network. My dog is going crazy. Dog food. Throw some dog food in there. You know, hey, you know, I'm traveling across. You know, say Gina is on the roll, and she needs medication for her cats. You know, boom, here you go. You know, I just call my friend. He comes, meets you, and you know, you go in there, and you get cat food. You get cat medication. You know, these things. This is a totally doable thing. Totally secure, totally vetted. You can vet everyone. I mean, hell, we're all basically kind of vetted anyway. I mean, and say, who's to say that my friend is not armed and doesn't have another friend who's armed? So there could be, you know, a chain of custody, you know, or something like say if I just perchance have to have the money, and I'm going across country, and I just get, you know, 5 or 6 different storage units, packet full of gear and essentials, you know, I can go from cache to cache to cache. You know, resupply. So, and that's anywhere and everywhere. Storage units are fucking everywhere. So there you go. You know. There's my simple solution to a prepper network, prepper cache. Please, your thoughts. Yeah, it takes a little bit of money, and some time and effort, but so does. That's our way of life anyway, isn't it? So you know, whatever you need, and just, I mean, like I said, I got a 10 by 10 for $100. I've paid that up until June or July. So, you know, there you go. And you can get in there, organize it how you see fit. You can have, hell, you could install little lockers with locks in there for different people. So different people can store their stuff. and they got a key, and that's it. They come in and they do their thing. They get what they need. They have their items stored in there already. They pay you a little mere pittance of storage fee, and you can basically store it. You have your own little cache, and you can have multiple people in one unit. So I mean, there's just so much you can do with that, and it's already there. It's already existed, and people do this already. People do this already. Businesses, they do that. I remember when I was in pest control, there was a storage unit they went to. It was rated. It had I have to. They had to, like, okay, here's a MSDS at the door, and this is the chemical that we have, and I would just go to the storage unit and get what I need, fill out a little log book, and of what came out, and sometimes we'd get a shipment, we'd get a resupply from the chemical company, and boom, there it goes. I gotta log it in. Okay, this goes over here, and so little inventory, and there you go. The same thing. I mean, companies do it all the time. Why not us? Why not? I mean, it just makes sense. It just makes perfect sense to me. I'm doing it already. I keep kicking my damn thing. I'm doing it already. Why not everybody else? And if you don't want to do one key, like I said, you can have one person, a contact who's the key holder. A key holder. It could be you. It could be me. It could be your friend. And it's out of the way. You're not doxing yourself and opening yourself up to to being robbed or whatever of your preps. These are preps that you're donating to the cause, or you're providing a service. Because you got to think about that too. I mean, it is an expense, so why not? Your thoughts, please. Now, mind you, you're talking about, if you're going to talk about weapons and stuff like that, I would do that on my own. If you have spare, if you need spare, I wouldn't keep all my stuff in a storage unit. I elected to take all my war gear with me, because I'm going to need that. That's my prep. That's my major prep, is having that on hand at the ready, being a Minuteman. And I really thought about it, because I'm kind of, in transition here, and in between this and that, and there is the fear and risk of all that stuff getting taken from one other way or another. But I'd rather have it and not need it, and need it and not have it, because it's in South Carolina. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. You get the idea. I can't just go, oh shit, things are fucked. I'm stuck here. I got nothing. I got nothing but this. Which might work, but you might need a little extra. But just my thoughts, and this was brought out. I'd been thinking about it before, but Van Life with Gina, check her out. Van Life with Gina, and Prepper Tribe, with Nisi Tribe and all that. I mean, that's, you think about it. I mean, how much can you actually carry if you're moving around in a vehicle, and you're being you're living the nomadic lifestyle. You got to have a resupply. You got to have you got to be able to go to a location where you can get what you need. And it could be everything. It could be anything and everything from cleaning supplies, hygiene supplies, whatever. Extra blankets. I'm going to Colorado. I need my North Face. I need my electric blanket. I need my good gloves. Well, they're in storage and they're in Colorado. So you just drive up into Colorado, go to your storage unit, and bam, there you go. You got everything you need. You're outfitted. Outfitters. Why not? Why not? It's cheap It's inexpensive. Yes, I've been screwed over before because I've let storage units go and lost a bunch of stuff, and that sucks. But if you're financially stable, and you've got long-term stability in your financial, then you've got it. And if shit happens, it's still going to be there. It's still going to be there. And you can, if you have to, you can break into the facility. I mean, they're not that damn secure, okay? And you just you unlock or you break the lock. And as long as you know where the stuff is and it's in a secure location, a secure private location, you've got no problems. It'll be there forever. Or until you don't pay the bill. But if other people know about it, yeah, they can go there too. So, having one person and maybe a trusted individual that can help manage that as well. That's all you need. And then we as a community can assist each other if need be. Say you got to bug out. I mean, right now, if I had to leave for any reason, Cleveland, I would know that I have my stuff in South Carolina, which, I mean, it's a long ride, 13 hours. I could probably get there a little bit quicker if need be, depending on the case. If I'm on foot, yeah, it's going to take days, if not a month. But that's a whole other host of problems. But if I had a storage unit here, and another place one here, and one in every state, if along my corridor, my bug out corridor, then I can go from resupply point, no problem. And you're going to be carrying consumables with you, your food, your water, and your freedom seeds, and things break. Your main weapon might break. You might break something on your pistol, or you lost your knife. Your tours your clothes get torn. Whatever the case may be, then you have a resupply point that you can go and resupply, and you're back in the game. That was the great thing about the military. You didn't have to worry about all that extra gear because they had it. You just had to make it from supply points to supply point to resupply, and that's it. And so that right there would be enough to, you could do it on a massive scale, or you could do it on a personal scale, or you can also go have that one person. Say you're in South Carolina, but you're not close. You're stuck. You're stuck in a location. You can't make it to the resupply point. You can contact that one person, and they can go to the resupply point, grab what you need, and take it to you. And definitely, I mean, that's how the whole logistics things work anyway. You have a warehouse that goes from this point to that point, and it's like the hub, and it branches out, and you can make deliveries, and that's how they do it, right? So, and you could either ship it, or you could just drive it. Drive it in, helicopter it in, even. Have a supply drop. Boom, there you go. Enjoy your beans and rice and your pew-pews. Oh, you need water, you need gas. Storing. And as preppers, we know about storing things. We know about storing water. We know about storing fuel, food. Even guns and ammo. They have to be stored properly. Everything has to be stored properly. So, you can't just take a bunch of junk and just throw it in there and think it's going to be a-okay. Climate control, that's the way to go. But like I said, you still have problems. Like with me, I have rodents. That is an issue. That is a small little issue. But that can be circumvented with containers. And there you go, cleaning and containers. And they put out traps anyway, traps and bait anyway. So that's no big deal. Climate control that keeps everything dry, keeps everything at a constant temperature. If you do store anything outside, make sure it's not food and water, obviously, or anything that's going to rust. But you can store things. Mold and mildew is also an issue if you're going to store outside. If you don't have the money and don't really care about people coming to your property, have a little storage unit. Build a storage unit right there on your property, where people can access it, not access to you. They pull up and they unlock it and they go in there, get what they need, and leave. No big deal. Log sheets, whatever. Inventory, and everybody can resupply the caches. You can resupply the caches better than you can resupply your whatever. So anybody that's coming through the area and needs something, there it is. Very simple. And if we all do it, there you go. There's your network. Hell yeah. I have it in South Carolina. I can call a friend. I have to send him a key, but I can call a friend and say, hey, at 9 p.m. so-and-so is coming by. Password is monkey. Whatever. And there you go. That's it. Done deal. So just my thoughts on that. And it's very simple to do, and it's very manageable on our level. I can manage, and I can go in and out as I please, as I see fit. I can restrict access. I can pull everything out of it and shut it all down and be like, I'm off the line, y'all. Sorry. Other things happened. Or I can make more. I can go to another place, but have a series, have a battery of caches all across the area. So there you go. That's my thoughts on a prepper network cache. Very simple, very quick and easy to do. And I would like to see that. I really would. Once I get established here, and I start making some money and whatever, I'll have one here. I'll have one, and you guys can have access to it. Either for a fee or just whatever, at my discretion. And that's the great thing about it. It is at your discretion of who has access to it. These things they're gated. They're freaking surveillance. It's all there. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for surveillance and security, and you got it right there. Surveillance, security, and privacy, and access. So just my thoughts. And it compartmentalizes everything. So you don't have one person. In the past, that was my problem. I joined it, and I offered up some stuff with the location in the past, but it was very very limited that what these people could access for, and right off the bat, I seen how if one person just wanted to take everything, which they probably would have done, knowing the person that they were, you understand who I'm talking about. The name that must not be said. My overeater, but that's what I'm saying. You have the power, you have the discretion, and people have to ask for your permission to gain access to it. Hell, to even know the location of it. So it's very simple to do. Very simple to do. And like I said, you can do it yourself. Do it yourself. It's a neat little way of ensuring that there is a off-site resupply, and that can be utilized by yourself. your family members or anybody you wish. You know, I can hell, I can go somewhere and say, hey, yeah, the key drop off and password is at a geocaching location. Huh? Northern Girl Hobbies? Yeah, I'm getting this whole geocaching thing. I'm getting it. You know, getting the concept. I like that. You know, and you get coordinates, and you go to that coordinates, and you get the key and the password, and you go to the cache, you know, the storage unit, and you get what you need. And you know, you could install surveillance there inside the place. You know, some do allow power. Some, you know, because sometimes that's needed in a storage unit. You have to keep something in power. Most of the time, there's no power. But if you sweet talk them or give them, you know, extra bucks or whatever, you can get something. You know, they can accommodate you. I mean, that's what they want to do. They want to accommodate your needs, and so that's what's up. Just don't let them know what you got in there. It's none of their business anyway. Now, a lot of them do have restrictions, like you can't have a lot of fuel sources, like flammable fuel sources. So if you're going to be storing gasoline or something like that, you're going to have to keep it, you know, very secure and very private. I used to store gasoline in glass bottles with airtight seals, and they were stored in crates and they were padded, and so. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. Gas and fuel and things like that. It's, yeah, whatever. You get the point. Food, water. It's dark in there. You know, it's nice and climate controlled. It's a steady climate. It might fluctuate a little bit, but you know, things are kept dry. You know, any kind of clothes can be vacuum sealed, and you know, stored away in bins, in tubs. So that costs you nothing. You know, I think I paid like $4 or $5 for I mean, super cheap, and it's fairly secured tote, and I got like 20 of them. You know, over the course of time, I just kept going and getting, you know how we do it. You know how preppers do it. You know, you get a little money, you get a little extra, and you're like, okay, I'm going to prep storage. And there you go. And if you're worried about other things, you know, mold and mildew, you can throw some, I think they're called damp resistors. You know, you just open up this can and it sucks all the, it dehumidifies the air chemically. You can use oxygen absorbers. You can, I mean, there's a host of things you can do if you're worried about that. Water. I mean, just the possibilities are endless of what you can do here. So that's my proposal. That's my little brainstorming event. Since I got my thinking cap on, I think I'm getting sick. I'm getting cold. You know, and I like the cold. I like being in the cold. I think I'm getting a little under the weather. But anyway, I digress. I need to get me some cold medication, huh? Need to go to my cache. But there you go. There you go. And some places allow you to even store vehicles. You know, I mean, there's boat and car storage, motorcycle storage. A little pricey, but I mean, you can do it. It can be done. I mean, every storage unit I go to, there's a car lot somewhere, you know, and they store these vehicles and they just sit there. You know, I mean, that's an idea too. You could have a vehicle stockpiled full of everything you need and put it in a storage unit. You know, boom, there you go. How I'm thinking about it, where I live, I can rent a garage, a full size two car garage, for like $30 a month. It's mine. Limited access. You know, I could just stockpile the hell out of that thing, and just keep going. You know, so I can utilize the vehicle as a storage unit, and the outside in the garage as a storage unit, and just go from there. And then of course my apartment I can store, and then a storage unit I could store. So if space is an option, I mean, if space is an issue, there it is, problem solved. And like I said, if you can't afford one, you can rent a space in somebody's place, in somebody's storage unit. They've got their own locker, they've got their own bins, got their own little section, however you want to do it. Obviously the honor system will definitely be in play. And you gotta think about, so you can't just let anybody go in, or you can, but it's good to have someone that you trust, and only give them access. So, and I thoroughly recommend if you have a mag, that you have that storage unit in your area that everybody can go to. Everybody has one key, and if they need something, they can go. Have comms in there, comms and radios. Store all your stuff in there. It's basically a Faraday cage in itself. Everything is like the sheet metal. Most of them are made out of sheet metal outside, whatever. And so, I don't know. I like going back on the whole CME thing. That's you could make a Faraday cage in there, if you're worried about that. So, just some thoughts, just going off on a freaking brainstorm here. So, yeah, Prepper Network, do it yourself, cache Prepper Network, easy and fun for the whole family. Anyway, this is Mad Shad, encouraging you all to keep training, keep prepping, because it is a mad, mad world out there.